Alright, we're going to kind of slow down a bit and we're going to kind of catch up towards the front so you guys can have a look there as well. Beautiful, wait for them to kind of come back. There we go. On the right hand side, you'll see these bigger sort of flat looking fish here. Now these guys are your batfish. So they're those ones that got that black and white stripe at the front of them and that yellow outline. Now your batfish, you'll notice they have these flatter sort of tails. So they're actually quite slow creatures. Now because of this, they really struggle to outswim other fish and therefore struggle to prey on other fish. So we call them opportunistic feeders. And what that means is they'll just feed on anything they possibly can get. Now, quite often that might be some plankton. Now, plankton is just fish and plant matter that's floating around in the ocean. It's at the bottom of our food chain. Or, disgustingly enough, they might actually eat the poo of other fish because that's all that they can really get. Now, a lot of our fish will also exhibit some behaviours that allow them to survive out on the reef and survive alongside those other species. Now, these batfish are no different. So what they'll do as juveniles, because they're so slow, is they just like to lay horizontally in the water and float on by. And when they do this, they resemble a leaf as such. So other fish don't really pick up that they're fish, kind of think to themselves, hey, I'm going to find something better to eat. And that's how these guys will kind of survive. They'll be left alone like that there. Now you'll notice this big school here on that right hand side. So these little blue ones with the yellow tails, funnily enough, we call them our yellowtail fusiliers. Also better nicknamed as the candy of the ocean.
Oh.
Now they're called...
Maybe a shark could come. Yeah.
Oh no, they're coming back.
Come back.
Maybe got scared.
Yeah.
Now we call them the candy of the ocean, and that's because they're seemed a tasty snack for our bigger sort of fish. So a lot of our bigger fish like to eat those little guys. Now if you get a closer look at these yellow tails, you'll notice their mouths are constantly opening and closing, almost like they're having a conversation with each other. Now what they're doing there is they're just trying to feed on as much of that plankton as they possibly can. Now something quite important to note about these yellowtails as well is in fact their tails and the shape of it. So they've got this V-shaped tail. Now fish with this tail often means that they have the ability to swim quite fast. Now these fish, they don't want to be fast to get food, they want to be fast so that they're not food themselves, they're not being eaten up there. Now these bigger fish here on the left hand side, those grey ones with those V-shaped tails, so towards the back there, these ones are your trevally, more specifically your brassy trevally. Now you'll notice about those trevally that they've also got that same V-shaped tail that these yellowtails do, also meaning they have that ability to swim fast. Now this is advantageous for them because what they'll do when they're trying to get their prey is they'll swim fast, smash right into them, kind of stun them a bit, and that's when they'll circle back around and get them like that. Now what differs them to something like these yellowtails is they've actually got these special scales on their backs that we call scutes. Now what these scutes do is they reduce the friction of the water and reduce its drag, allowing them to reach up to those even faster speeds as well. Now something else about our trevally, you'll notice they've got these big round eyes. So that means they've got pretty good eyesight. Now this is good because they can track their food quite far in the water. They can even track their food outside of the water. So those trevally might actually try to prey on low-flying seabirds as they fly closer to the water there. They have that ability to see them flying nearby and will jump out and try to get them like that. Now that good eyesight also means that they can see really well in the dark. So they are another one of our nighttime predators. Beautiful, guys. We've got a barracuda here on the left-hand side. So we've got a giant barracuda. He's in the middle, coming underneath over to that right-hand side here. You'll be able to see him towards the middle, guys. So he's making his, beautiful, just over there, guys.
Oh, there.
Beautiful, he's kind of swimming away. I'm not sure if you guys ever see him. You guys ever see that barracuda there? Beautiful, good spot out there, guys. Beautiful, that's always quite cool to spot out there. Now back to this trevally here. So I was saying how they've got these big eyes. So they can see quite far in the water, they can also see really well in the dark. So they are another one of our nighttime predators. So they do prefer to do their hunting at nighttime as well, puts them at